Can I talk a little bit more on this theme of the change coming, of the change bringers, and the change bringers that are already amongst us to a large degree, the new thinkers that are bringing in the new ways that are supported by spirit, the spirit that is within each person that is a change bringer, but also the spirit inspirers that come with those people that they may not be aware of, or they may be aware of. But there are very many now working in various fields who do have an awareness of spirit. Other times they are just aware of thoughts or of dreams or of ideas. But these are the people that can ground that in physical reality and bring about the innovations, bring about the changes. And when we think about the planet, there is much that is happening in the form of cosmic influences. Not only the parts of the cosmos and the fields and force fields that the Earth is travelling through, but think about it. The aurora, the northern lights, have been seen much more southerly, as far west as Cornwall, for example, and I believe perhaps further beyond the United Kingdom. Beautiful violets, even the very, very extremely rare red northern lights that have certain folklore attached to them, that they are indeed coming in a time of troubles. But the lights themselves are light bringers. They bring different octaves of light from different parts of the cosmos. And whether we stand outside or whether we are inside, those particles of light are able to enter through the crown of the head and to flow over and through us. And they have a field of influence. And I believe that what is held within these particles of lights, that each particle of light is in its own way, its own messenger. It has its own vibration, its own field, its own octave, and through that it has a message to give, but also in the form of something to stimulate within us that goes way beyond us standing there and beholding the exceptional beauty, although a wondrous moment and an inspiration that certainly is. I feel that there is much that is working together. As we see all these things that are coming apart, these things that are terrible, there is an equal number or a greater force that is building, building, building and growing. And it comes through the people on earth. It comes through the forces around the earth. It comes from the new sphere or the sphere of thought around the earth. And we can all play our parts in that. But coming to the change bringers, there is so much that could have come to fruition if only people were ready to accept it. For example, ways of making energy, electricity, electric cars. We know these were there, but those ideas were allowed to be passed by. But for how much longer can that exist? When nowadays we know it through all of our communication in the everyday way. We know it in our hearts, in our minds, in our spirit, and through the particles that flow over and through us. It is time we are ready. More and more are ready to come to that point where it's not a sudden realization of a new 12 strands. It's a growth and an expansion in readiness for that time that will yet come, but is not with us yet. For there is a bridge that needs to be built, a bridge built of many bricks, and we can each contribute at least one brick. Thank you.